Hey everyone, welcome back to This Is the Police. Last episode, not a lot happened, but we are having this gang warfare at the moment, and we have to keep helping Christopher Sand, otherwise Vickers Vargas is going to come out on top. Right now it's 7-6 or something like that, there's one in it of these little tokens. And it seems that Vargas always gets a token per day, from what I've seen. Or at least I've not seen anything that can counter Vargas getting a token. So it seems like if I don't help Christopher Sand's 2 slots, he pegs back by 1 every single time. So we're currently treading a little tightrope. Speaking of treading the tightrope, I treaded the tightrope of bringing in drunk people because Calhoun died in a DUI incident. So we're going to have to replace him today. Anyway, back to the newspapers. Businessmen express desire to leave city. 86% of residents oppose demolition of Corn Monument, and movie production studio may appear in Freeburg. Great. Just more places that can get robbed, set on fire, A dog can get inside and start knocking on doors, apparently. Sure, I was up all night reading an exciting detective story called The Last Temptation of Neptune, but I didn't have time to get the ending. I'm almost certain the killer was the general, the house cat, I simply cannot rest until I know for sure. Can I go home and finish reading the book? Sure. You have massive cojones for this being your excuse. Not I'm feeling a bit ill this morning. No, you just came out and fully said it. It's I was reading this great book. Now you think I might respect that, but I don't. Get into fucking work, you moron. Perfect. Right, let's start the day. We pick another DMCA song. I might not be able to get any more records because I didn't help the record guy last time. Get a bit of Beethoven on the player. Okay, mafia, your share. 5k from selling cocaine. Share 50% with your staff. I'll do it. And we can hire 1 more police officer. That is fantastic news because we have 2 slots now. And I need them both to go into slot A, I think. So get you into there, William Taylor. And Hideo Kojo. I know it's you, Kojima. You get into shift A2, please. We don't need a detective. Perfect. What was this? Ah, yeah, we can do a mafia assignment. That's fine. Okay, I'm hoping for good things from this shift. It's definitely my strongest shift. We have to help Sand if we can. The Sand family's main attorney is under guard around the clock, and that goes double for his children. But before we could pick them up from school this morning, some of Varga's punks kidnapped them. We don't know how Varga found them. They live under false names. Anyway, you'll need to act quickly. They can't have gotten far. Yancey and Austin. No, Tsubaki. I'll send Tsubaki, actually. We have some missing kids. Go and rescue them. I didn't check, by the way. I don't think I saw any more stripes appear. But I wouldn't mind assigning more stripes, mainly to Purdy, because she's doing one hell of a job. Right, a fight. 2 senior students, sorry, I thought it said senior citizens. 2 senior students began to fight right in the middle of chemistry class. Their teacher, Dolores Ponder, first tried to calm them down. When she attempted to separate them, she was poked in the eye. Hey, that is dirty fighting. You know who else likes to fight dirty? Kochi and Austin. Go and get him. There's certain things you just don't do in a fight. And this is one of them. Don't go poking people in the eye. Okay, I'm only going to put 1 detective on this time because I kind of screwed myself over putting 2 detectives on the other investigation. In fact, I put 3 on now that I think about it. St. John's Hospital, crime in progress, drug sales. We want to catch this because we want to sell the cocaine. Assuming it's cocaine. It could be cocaine. It could be Molly, Could be anything. Miss Dunbar said that a nurse tried to sell her drugs right in the hospital. I went to the hospital after I broke my arm. The nurse heard me complaining about the pain and waited until the doctor left. Then she started telling me about the pills she could get me. Better than Vicodin, according to her. I think this is going to be a false alarm. So I'm just going to send Asano. I think it's going to be like, no, she was like a bit high on the drugs, and she's just misremembered this. I have it all in my records here that we we prescribed her with, I don't know what they prescribe you with, like a high dose of amitriptyline or something, and it's like, in fact, amitriptyline is probably worse than, was it Vicodin? I have no idea. Maybe they are just giving him morphine or something. Maybe I've made a terrible mistake. Anyway, Kochi and Austin caught the offender. Theft. The investigation started. Rafael Campos, the museum guard. I walk to the museum every hour. The alarm is off. City Hall won't allocate the money to fix it. I didn't hear the glass breaking. It's a big museum. When I went down this way again, it was already early morning. The window was broken and the canvas was cut from the frame. There was no trace of anyone around, just a brick lying on the floor. Museum parking lot camera. The parking lot was empty all night. In the morning, a cyclist went past with a tube on his shoulder. The guy slowed up, so they rolled into the parking lot and left the bike for a couple of minutes and went out of sight. Then he came back, got on the bike and left. Beep boop. Mr. Van der Hoff. I suffer from insomnia and I often go cycling around the city late at night. I took a tube and some other equipment, so I wouldn't have to go back home before my morning classes at the art school. I stopped at the museum to pee. I admit it. I like to mark the corner of the building. I imagine one day my work would be hanging inside. Do you mean, I hope you mean the outside of the building. You're not like going inside and peeing on like a fresco or something. Mr. Stevens. In his lectures on the works of the Dutch masters, Bram van den Hoff always sharply criticized the works of De Vroom. He dismissed the legendary artist as overpriced mediocrity, and he was very amused when an unknown De Vroom painting was discovered in the city dump. He said it was already in its proper place. He was less amused when he learnt that the De Vroom painting would be hung in the museum. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Bram who broke into the museum and stole the painting, to burn it or to cut it into tiny pieces. I mean, if you're going to do that, why would you not just do it inside the museum and take it home with you and get caught on the camera going out again? Maybe get your car registration plate and so on. Strange. The museum window. The glass is almost completely broken out. A grown man could easily climb through the window and not cut himself. Most of the shards are lying on the pavement outside the museum. Apparently that's how museum windows speak. Anyway, we have no frames right now. And I took up at least 5 minutes of the video doing random voices, so honestly I'm just doing my bit. That's content. Speaking of content, we need more content inside our bank right now. 53k is not going to cut it. Oh, offender escaped officer unharmed. We did find the cocaine though. Okay, so it turned out it wasn't a false alarm. It's my bad. We can at least sell it. At the very worst, it cost us 10 points on Asano. That's still pretty good. Mr. Boyd, I'm a wealthy man, and I'm concerned about the fate of our fair city. I would like to fund 3 additional officer positions at your police department, but I must make one condition. My adopted son is to take one of the new jobs. Of course, he mustn't fire him under any circumstances. Do we have a deal? 1000% Cornelius Blunt. Holy. So who did we just get? We got Percy. Okay, Percy is tired. That's fine. We can deal with this. But this means I can bring someone into Shift B? Like Wilfredo Rocca? And Mother Baker. Who doesn't want a Mother Baker? No. I think we'll take Carmen Brook instead of Mother Baker. Because I'm worried that Mother Baker is baking, baking that type of thing instead. So I don't trust her even though we're already selling drugs. But I don't want to get my staff high on her supply. Carmen Brook, steely face, determined, get into Shift A. Perfect. We have 20 police officers now. That's beautiful news. Christopher Sand. Some goons grabbed the half-sister of one of our family members right off the street. Her driver called us from a nearby payphone, but he's a wimp and couldn't actually do anything. From the description we got, it sounds like Vargas, man. If you get there, if you get there first, hold on to them for us. Don't hurt them too much. Just make sure you don't let them escape. We have something special planned for them. This sounds like a job for No, it's not going to be a job for Percy, I think. I'll send Austin. And Shaw. Shaw is angry because he wants to know the end of his story. He's fired up. He's ready to fight. I think we all know here, by the way, who's in line for promotion. It's all one energy Percy. Okay. It's gone 5 PM. Is it time for your bedtime, Percy, or are you okay to stay up? Robbery at the car park. A parking valet just called in, reporting that a girl exiting an expensive car was approached by a man wearing a hood who threatened her and took her badge. Honestly, let's send Purdy on this one. I'm not going to send Purdy and Percy. Although, again, can I turn that down? Yeah, I can. I'm going to try my best not to send Percy out, I think. I'll send Tsubaki with you. But the wordplay of Purdy Percy doesn't fall short on me. Okay. Assault with offensive weapon. Diamond Dog State Penitentiary. Oh, it's a prison. Well, I'll have you know I have a few little tidbits about running my own prison, so I'm perfectly capable of dealing with this situation. I know how they like to get out. They all like to burrow through their toilets and then, like, mole rat through the floor. Normally to the sniper guard tower and then just, like, pop out there and get a warning shot fired at them and then just give up. Sometimes, though, they will escape out to sea. An older prisoner, tired of eating the food served by the prison cafeteria, made his way into the kitchen carrying a shiv, intent on having a word with the chef. A guard called the police, as he was reluctant to enter the kitchen for fear of further provoking the prisoner. Kochi, Timpson, and Austin, go to the prison and help. Do you not just have, like, tasers like, my prison officers do? And just stand there, like, not doing anything? Anyway, I'm going to learn where the prison is on this map. Okay. It's just in the middle of, like, downtown. A kitchen floor is decorated with broken plates and overturned pan fried with muddy slush. An elderly prisoner is sitting on the stool, dipping his hand into the pot of slush and shoveling it towards the cook's face, yelling, "You try eat this shit!" Let's cook up something else. It only takes minutes. Hey, we've got a couple of nice warm burgers here. Or you're lucky if you got fed at all. You know what? Let's try and convince him by burgers. Nice. I hope we did have a burger for him and we can just lie to him because that's just going to further aggravate him. And he's going to shiv us next time we go there. But, we've got this quarter pounder here for you. It's like got a gherkin on it. Man, I love a gherkin on a burger. It just sets it off. I never understand when people pick it off. Send that bad boy to me, like gherkin spears, like fried gherkins. I'll take those bad boys. They are delicious. But on a burger, you have like, you have like a nice like fatty burger, like greasy. You need something sharp to cut through it, and that's the gherkin's job. Anyway, you have 3 new frames. Let me open the investigation. So he had his little bag, like the poster tube, when he was leaving. So I think this is him leaving. This is him picking up a brick to brick the window, and he throws it into the window. I kind of like these frames right now. I think these are good, but obviously we're missing some. Hit and run. No new frames found. Oh. Should I be able to solve it then? Maybe it's not the black car. Maybe that's where I've messed up. Maybe it's a red car. That's his pool of blood. Don't know, it does say a dark coloured car. Does someone say red? Again, you didn't see the colour of the car, apparently one of the most useful identifying factors for the car. I think it must be the black car. I think I'm missing frames still. Oh, and we dealt with the robbery. Nice job. I think Purdy still has a 100% record. They're definitely in line for this second star. Or second stripe, I suppose. But a nice, peaceful day, honestly. End the day. Perfect. What a great job we did. It's 7-6 now. Okay, that's fine. We'll just keep helping the Sands when we can. Percy is so exhausted he now cannot move anymore. But that's okay too. We don't need you to move, Percy. Just sit in the office and file paperwork. Citizen earnings have fallen 9% since New Year. Former City Hall employee admits official unemployment data far from reality. And unemployment in Freeburg is lowest in history. Great work. I mean, everyone, you know, you either got a job or you're in prison right now because the amount of robberies and stuff that get committed on a daily basis in Freeburg. Unemployment is so low just because we've arrested everyone else. Like, do we actually have citizens anymore? I don't know. Anyway, new members of the team here, Kojo and Brock. Welcome. And in fact, I think Taylor is as well. So 3 new staff in Shift A. I'm hoping that, like, kicks you up the backside so that you can actually deal with your shift today. Is that new? Wait, have I got new records? Chime John Sangster. Ooh, again. Now this is a bop. Oh, I can clearly get way more people in here. I keep wanting to call them soldiers for some reason. I guess it's because I've been playing XCOM before this. Anyway, the elderly Emma Weston, I thought it was Watson, but I'll go with that. The elderly Emma Watson called in a complaint about her neighbours. Her house is shaking from loud sounds of gnashing metal and the roar of turbines, accompanied by some strange beeping noises. Through the window, she also saw people moving around. Okay. This sounds like a perfect job for Taylor, who apparently already does a stripe on his first day. You know what? Let's send some newbies. Taylor and Kojo. Go show me what you can do. Again, we're going to share this cocaine with our staff. And by cocaine, I mean the money from the cocaine. Because we've already learned what happens if you do a DUI. Rip Calhoun. The asylum. Hostage situation with a fatal casualty. Patients in the local asylum rebelled against the nurses during the breakfast. 3 nurses have been wounded, while others remain locked in with the patients in the dining area. They've threatened to kill 1 nurse every hour until they're released. Stovall, we need an experienced head. I also think we need Fang, like one of our up-and-coming greats. Bloomingdale, the hero. And then we'll send Brock to, you know, give them a good thrashing. I'm also going to send SWAT and the paddy wagon because this sounds like a dangerous situation. Like, criminally insane inmates who clearly have weapons. Hostage situation, you need your best out there. Okay, we caught the disorderly conduct. I would have liked to know what it actually was. It sounded like someone was like making an airplane engine in their room or something, but I don't know. Maybe it was just someone starting a band. Oh! The asylum is the thing on the island. Apparently there's a bridge there. Or we have a flying car. Or the car from James Bond. Maybe we have the submarine car. They just drove up to the beach and just went straight into the water. Reporters and onlookers have gathered around the building. The asylum patients are watching the growing crowd from the windows of the 3rd floor. Storm the front door, call in a negotiator, or gain entrance through the back door. I always want to go through the back door. Hey, look at us, sneaking into the building. Brock, congratulations. You also have a stripe yourself, in fact, Brock. The paddy wagon is coming back with us. Perfect. I have plenty of staff to deal with Christopher Sand. The tune is, as I said, just a bop. A frightened woman, reckless endangerment, city centre. A frightened woman phoned in reporting that two men dressed in armour were running through the streets shouting, "Beware our stings!" They were chasing passers-by and swinging their blades at them. They've not yet done anyone harm, but their swords seem dangerous enough. Samedy? Fang? Bloomingdale? Go arrest these son of bitches. Like, what are you doing running around the streets swinging knives at one another? Children is what you are. Okay, reckless endangerment report. Offender escaped. A civilian died. Okay. A rare failure. I say rare. It's Shift A. You do get more fails in Shift A, but still. An old friend is visiting Mr. Sand, and they're planning on going horseback riding. But the owner of the country club just called. He wasn't making much sense, but it sounded like some punks are beating Mr. Sand's horses to death. Animal cruelty is one of the lowest of the lows. Whoever would beat a horse up with like a crowbar, you're a coward. And because of that, I'm going to send the most fierce member of our force, Iwase. Go punch this guy in the throat. Feel free to use, your firearm as well if you have to. Okay, she's coming back. Again, doesn't say if it's a success or not. Ooh, storming right now. Let's hope he doesn't flood on the asylum. Ooh, late night call. Noise complaint in the ghetto. Klim Yuriev reports that suspicious people are constantly going in and out of an apartment next door. They're carrying big bags, making lots of noise, screaming, and his three sons can't concentrate on their homework. Mr. Yuriev urges, someone's got to show these bandits who's boss. You know who's going to show these bandits who's boss? Stovall, the upcoming Samedy, Kojo, Fang, Brock, and the Paddy Wagon. And the Paddy Wagon. Go get him. It's so nice having this many staff. Like, the shift before this, I couldn't have sent everyone then. I would have had to leave some slots, just in case I got another call. Now, I just sent them all out there. I sent 5 people in the Paddy Wagon, and I still got 5 people at base. You love to see it. Ooh, Mr. Sand needs something. A whole mob of Vargas people attacked a truck belonging to one of our companies. This truck is carrying some important cargo, the kind only Mr. Sand and his deputies know about. The driver tried to call us, but we lost the connection. He may already be dead. You've got to stop those assholes before they make off with the goods. Taylor? Bloomingdale? Grant? No, you know what, actually I'll send a Wassy. Go help Mr. Sand. He's practically your boss right now, so... I'm a bit concerned that we're not making money fast enough right now. But we'll see. Okay, no new frames found. Okay, I'm beginning to believe that I have all the pieces I need. Let me pull out all the black car ones. Maybe it's a red car instead of a black one. Maybe rather than dark, it's just like, Sorry, rather than black, it says dark instead. So it's not the black one, it's the red one. In which case, you'd have this. People getting into a car. Crash. Street. Or is that mounting the curve, actually? Oh my god, I'm stupid. I honestly thought that was them crashing at the end of it into a wall. William Holden frequents the local bars. Repeated arrests for driving under the influence. Well, that gets me my detective back. Oh my god. Hit and run at Kevin's throat bar. Okay. So we need to send some cops. We'll send Grant and Jensen. And we have another thing immediately. Oh, we have to send someone to the last known residence. Just going to close this a second, because we're going to get some people back in a moment. There we go. And I'll send Samedy and... you know what? I'll send Brock. We want to level Brock up. She's got a stripe, so... Without the lead detector, there's a lower chance of success. Ooh. So was he off the other shift? Yeah, they're on the other shift. I'm going to have to wait then for the next day, I guess, to do that. I hope I can do it the next day. I think this is a scenario that caught me out before as well. Oh, the noise complaint. We caught them, no harms. And we found some automatic weapons. Again, I don't think we can sell that. I think we should bring it to the police station. I know drugs ruin people's lives as well. Oh, we caught the offender here, actually. Hopefully we don't need to do the other one. Case closed, you were able to arrest all suspects. Lucky me, honestly. And we'll end the day. Yeah, I know drugs cause a lot of harm still. Hey, Sans is 9 now. Excellent. And Vag's only 6. But I'm more worried about more automatic weapons going into the system, causing more dangerous crimes, killing more of my officers. Yes, you know, drugs ruins lives too. But I have to make my money some way. I'm trying to get this line of the grey area. That's where I'm trying to live right now. Any stripes here? No. We just end the day. I think I'm willing to go one more cycle. I think this might be a bit of a longer episode. I can't actually remember how many days I've done now, or shifts. I think I've done 2. Former mafia member bemoans City Hall corruption. Chief physician at St. John's Hospital accused of slander. Mayor declined service of spokesman. I speak for myself. Yeah, I think this might be a bit of a longer episode, but let's keep going. I'm feeling that this is the police vibes right now. Also, we have no little bits in between it. The burrito didn't come into work today. I'm too tired, I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? Yes. Subaki, today some of my relatives have come to visit. They're from another country and we've never met before. Can I have a day off? You know what? Sure. I'll allow it. And then we'll start the day. That detective has been useless. I may fire him. Anyway. Well, I don't think we've listened to this anyway. Snag it. Actually, just 1 second before I do this. Is there anything in the collection I can buy? Oh, I think there is. Oh. Don't mind if I do. I don't know if I've missed out on records because I didn't help the record store owner. Or maybe I got more of a discount if I'd helped him. I don't know. But anyway. We're 100% just buying records. This is part of my playthrough. Jazz band. I like the sound of this. I have to have the records. Funeral, Harold Calhoun. I salute you, you drunk son of a bitch. Goodbye. Friends sent you a share team. You know what? We're going to take everything this time. Oh my god, 9 seconds. Rape, Jim Batten Bakery. 2 homeless men made their way into a local bakery under the cover of darkness, where they ate their fill and bedded down for the night. In the morning, the bakery owner, Gregory Martinez, along with cashier Anna Lucas, went inside and discovered the damage. The homeless men, armed with knives, were unhappy to be disturbed and attacked the victims. The shopkeeper managed to escape, but the cashier remained inside with the homeless men, who were seen tearing off her clothes. This sounds like a job for Purdy. Purdy? Timpson? Shaw? I hope you finished your book, by the way. Austin and Rocker. I also welcome Rocker to the shift. By the way. The burrito. Can we fire? Yes. Goodbye, Debrito. And on the labour market, I guess I can now hire a detective. 240 professionalism, John Davenport. Which slot did I just fire him from, by the way? Shift B. So I want someone on Shift B. Welcome to the force, John Davenport. I hear great things about you. And hopefully we'll see that. Interesting that I could kill someone. I don't quite know why I'd want to kill someone yet. The scenario really hasn't come up. I guess it's if I can't fire someone who's garbage, I can kill them instead. Anyway, we have 60,000 big bucks. We're getting there. Right, after the incident with the horses, we secretly transferred Mr. Sand's guest to a local hotel and set up a guard outside his door. Suddenly we're hearing screams coming from his room, and there's water flowing from the bathroom. We'll break down the door, but a police presence wouldn't hurt. Hassan, I'm going to help Mr. Sand. Everyone else is going to be on their way back soon anyway. There we go, the rape. We caught the offender. Officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. You love to see it. Congratulations, Roger, on your first, success on the mission. Also, why are you tired, by the way? It's literally your first day on the job and you're exhausted. I hope you weren't reading the same book that Shaw was. Like, you came in and said, like, oh, hi, I'm Rocha, I'm, like, going to be working here. And Shaw's like, you've got to read this book. Oh, wait a second. And now we do it. Fight at Blitz Cafe. 2 truckers fell to blows over a parking space in a lot near the diner. The cook tried to separate them but was struck by a wild punch. And now he's laying on the ground motionless. Again, I think we have to send the big guns. I'll send Purdy, Timpson, Austin, and Roca. Is it Rocha or Roca? I don't know. I'm going to use it interchangeably, depending on how I feel. I think it's Roca. Ooh. A theft at St. John's Hospital. All the painkillers at the hospital pharmacy disappeared shortly after the building lost electricity. The pharmacy door shows no sign of forced entry. Mole, get on the case. We might want to get some detective slots, actually. I was thinking, why do we need them? But right now I'm thinking I don't really need another police slot next. So maybe I'll grab a detective slot for slot B, maybe? I don't know. Excellent work again. Purdy continues to never fail. I think that's our detective. Yeah. The theft. Simona Rodriguez, pharmacist. I went for lunch at 1 p.m. and a couple of minutes later the lights went out. I shut the door behind me. I remember that I bumped into the janitor's cart that was standing in the hallway. Oh, maybe it's 1 a.m. actually, now that I think about it, because that'd make more sense for the lights going out. Not 1 p.m. Mr. Marcus. I suspect the student Aaron Jones. He'd come by the hospital several times in a state of confusion, with red, searching eyes, dragging his huge backpack behind him. But it never occurred to me that he might be an addict. Mr. Jones. I was in the bathroom when the light went out. The only thing I saw is what you normally see while you're sitting on the toilet. Oh, and then the janitor came into the restroom with his cart. I heard him emptying the bin. Then the lights came on, and I went to the head physician's office for a signature, but he wasn't there. Ooh, kind of a difficult case so far. Mr. Bodnar. Yes, I have keys to the pharmacy. I washed the floors there, just like everywhere else. But I don't have access to the electrical panel. Only my superiors have those keys. And here's another mystery. What happened to my garbage bags? Someone took them out of my trunk, and I can't find them anywhere. That's Laszlo Bodnar, the janitor. And surveillance camera. That last frame before the film cuts out shows the janitor going down the corridor. His cart standing near the door of the hospital pharmacy. Time code 1303. Oh, it was 1:03 p.m. Weird. You'd think it'd still be light enough in the hospital even if the lights went out. Oh, though now that I think about it, the times of being in the hospital, there are areas of corridors specifically which have no windows in them. So, okay. I'll allow it. Oh, is it not record player? Ami Marban Donatello. Donatello. I like it. Jack, my entire staff at the donut shop came down with the flu, and I haven't been able to find anyone else to help out. Could you please send me a couple of your men? I'm sure they wouldn't mind frying up some donuts. It's easy. I'll show them everything they need to know. My shop barely makes ends meet, so I can't afford even 1 day of downtime. Okay. You know who the best donut fryers in the Force? Shaw and Yancey. Go get them. Okay, everyone else is back. Pity I don't have Percy. I would have 100% done Percy. It's like, so son, what did you do at the hospital, the police station today? I fried some donuts. I'm telling you, Chief, standing over that fryer is hellish work. I'd rather dodge bullets than the spray from boiling oil. But at least Miss Maban promised she'll keep us in the donuts through the rest of the year. Okay, they're coming straight back. That was a pretty quick day of work. Okay, Mr. Sand needs more help. We need backup. Some punks tried to crash one of our poker games, and we aren't able to... we aren't about to let them walk away with the money. So now we've got ourselves a standoff. A couple of officers on the scene would change the situation in our favour. Asano, Austin, the AA team, go deal with it. Go help Mr. Sand. Again, I want to do as many easy favours for him as I can, just in case I get situations where I can't help him, and we'll just do actual police work instead. Public Indecency at the Last Picture Show Theatre. During a special viewing of the thriller Law Abiding Max 3, a theatre employee discovered one of the members of the audience had removed his pants. That's a real power play. The man noticed the employee was watching him and responded with a threat that he would cut the throat of everyone in the theatre. Sure. Okay. I don't think we need to send Purdy on this. Kochi, Yancey, and Shaw. Deal with this guy and his hog. Okay, we're at 8 PM. I still have my big heavy hitters here, in case something else comes through. Asano and Austin are on the way back. Everything's going pretty smoothly so far. Public Indecency. Well, this image appears to show that, you know, not only has he removed his pants, now he's also removed his shirt. Or maybe he came in without a shirt on, I don't know. But these people are happy enough sitting here. Even those people in the back row, they're having a little cuddle. Check them as well for Public Indecency. The movie theatre isn't too crowded and the film is in full swing. It's not the only thing that's in full swing right now. Turn on the lights and take aim at the offender. Bit aggressive. Throw a heavy object at the offender. Again, a bit aggressive. Or carefully approach him. Let's carefully approach this guy. He just wanted some alone time with his John Thomas. He's one-eyed trouser snake. Okay, 2 people. Vandalism, suburb. A man who wished to remain anonymous reported a group of teenagers had once again made fun of his name by writing insulting rhymes on his 6-foot-wide garage. The man is enraged and threatened the next time he'll use a weapon to defend his honour. Purdy, Timson, go and deal with this. Like, this is a bit too much right now. I'm putting out, like, a matchstick with a fire hose. But, you know, maybe they'll never do it again now that we sent the strong arm of the law. Oh, the theft reports are in. Got 3 new frames. So, power goes out. Guy kicks door. Black bag. Bring the pills into it. And we got some frames of the other investigation. This is the painting. So guy cuts painting. So brick, throw brick, climb through window. Okay, we haven't got it right yet. But I don't hate the story we're playing. We're painting there. You get it? Painting. Purdy can't be stopped. There is a shout to give the stripes to Timson as well, but I think I'm going to go double up on Purdy next time I can. She's just done a fantastic job. Okay, Vargas came back by 2 then, but Sands also put another 2 on him, so 11-8, I'll still take that. And we're going to end the day. Well done, everyone. Get a checkpoint. And I think I'll call it here for the video. Man, I'm loving this series so far. It's kind of nice. The little time management aspect of it really does appeal to me. It's like the type of game I enjoy. The smooth jazz or the classical music, again, my cup of tea. And I've been generally enjoying the story so far and the little, like, you know, stories I have for my little police officer so far. Anyway, if you've been enjoying the series, leave a like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.